Sorry, people. My GoPro kind of died on me. I guess I didn't charge it up. So I'm on my cell phone. What this channel is about? It's my life story. I talk about anything that your people on here would like to talk about. Sometimes I talk about God and what He has done for me. I've talked about abused women, because I know this one. She lives in Scott County, Indiana, getting abused by her old man. He's a control freak. You ladies knows about that. I also talk about Craig Thomas down in Levy County, Florida. How he's screwing up the First Amendment rights of what the hells. And also DUI guy, Larry Foreman. He's a lawyer over in Kentucky. I said Louisville area, which is about 20 plus miles, give or take a little from me. And Megan Fox, she's a reporter. Everybody's doing stories about what's going on with Jeremy and George of what the hells. You know, Liar Preston followed them from Ohio. Well, they was living in Ohio, but they came to Otter's Creek for snowbirds, for the wintertime. This Liar Preston followed them. She's a con artist. Don't send her any money. People who, well, what the hells, he tells you just like I do. Do not contact anybody he talks to. Because what happens if you get in touch with Liar Preston, Mr. Hell would go to jail for third-party traffic. And DUI guy, the umbrella guy, Megan Fox, there's a bunch of them covering this case. What the hells. Jeremy got screwed from day one. And the judge is acting the Liar Preston lawyer, but he's the judge, but she's going pro se, if you know what that means. So I even watch MG Law. That judge, how did he get, I know how he got to be a judge, but does the governor of Florida, that's a mistake that the governor of Florida screwed up. How many others boo-boos did this Judge Craig Thomas screw up? So that's something to think about. Maybe they didn't have money to fight this crap. But there's no further court cases until the appeals court decide. How long will it take?
Good evening, everyone.
It takes any time from a week to a year.
Weekend, or Saturday night.
The protected order is still against Jeremy.
Mid-70s, a little breezy. It was beautiful. So
But to me, they're not enforcing what the hell's PO order against them. Like Liar Preston and Crook, or whatever his name is. State of Florida's not doing that.
Longer to get to sleep tonight than I expected, so
the advocate that they appoint to Jeremy, her son, while they was at barbecues or whatever it is there in Florida, came in and hit him, threw tea on him. They have not arrested that a-hole.
He was one of the first that kind of encouraged me to start streaming, so
why do you think they not arrested? I think Campbell or whatever his name is, but stupid. No, number one, his mom works for the county or the state as an advocate for abused people. That boy, his stepdad's a deputy sheriff. That shows you how crooked Levy County are. I will show you whose other I watch.
Can you hold it? My kid just fell over. Carl Silverman.
See, that's who I watch.
Our third guest is Kaiser Pineapple. What's up?
What's up, Kaiser, brother? Good to see you, man.
Oh,
Kaiser, stay away from the window. Stay away from the window.
Great. Now you tell me.
Yeah, so we got a lot of people in here right now. We've got 345 people. This is amazing. You guys, the What the Hell's crew they are something else. We got somebody here in the UK, Marmite. It's been replay crew to 4 a.m. There. That is.
Oh my goodness.
So.
5 a.m. got Denmark. Buckle up.
Buckle up, people. Hashtag buckle up. Send it out.
Friday Night Lives, every Friday night at 8, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. He has on a panel of friends just sitting there talking about nothing and everything at the same time, having a blast. It's a lot of fun.
FNL is always so much fun.
Check it out. I'm going to put everybody's channel in the description here as we go along. Subscribe, everybody. It doesn't cost anything, so real easy.
And I'm like 3 away from 850.
Awesome.
Get him up to 1,000 folks. There's 300, almost 400 people here. You could get Kaiser over 1,000 here in just a few minutes.
Oh, I would so love everybody if you were to please get this little pineapple over 1,000.
You pushed Danny on direct over 10,000 last night, and that was an absolute riot when she was like 100 short or something, and she started freaking. They came over from DUI guy, and just the hashtag buckle up, and she just started hyperventilating, and just went nuts. She's been watching the Rush trial, and it was hilarious watching her. She went and got her dog, her little puppy, and about made the puppy throw up, dancing and jumping around. It was a blast. So
That's awesome.
Blast. So y'all guys get over there and subscribe to Kaiser. Get him up over 1,000. I know Shizzy's getting up there too.
Yeah, I'm at 720 something.
Yeah, my most recent video that I put out just like not even 48 hours ago, it was at like 24 views until this morning, and it shot up to 1.4K.
Nice. That's beautiful, man.
So,
Awesome.
So I'm doing pretty good on that. It's the some of the new stuff with Bob Iger and some possible insider trading.
Ooh. Yeah, I saw where he like dumped like an overwhelming majority of his stock.
So the official tally from most of the media is that he dumped 80% of his company-owned stock ahead of this April 3rd proxy fight between him and Nelson Peltz for the CEO-ship of the company, which he could be, at this point, thrown out on his ear and have a hostile takeover on his hands.
So I loaded Kaiser Pineapple into YouTube. So I, want to do that.
Good evening, everyone. This is MG Law. Hope you are all having a wonderful weekend. This is Saturday night. Hope you all had a good day. It was beautiful here in Oklahoma today. It was mid-70s, a little breezy. It was beautiful. So hopefully everyone had good weather and could get some things done. Most of my family has been under the weather the last few days, so it's been a little more difficult. I had to basically take care of the kids today, so which is not bad. I enjoy doing that. I give my wife a little rest, so took them a little longer to get to sleep tonight than I expected, so had to bump the stream a little bit. I was over with Steve Gosney as well. He's a criminal appeal attorney there in Florida, on the east coast of Florida. So he writes a lot. He has a lot of books. He has one coming out soon. He was having a pre-release party, so I was over there with him for a little bit. He was one of the first that kind of encouraged me to start streaming, so I felt like I needed to go over there and spend some time with him. But before we get started, going to go on and bring in we have 3 guests waiting backstream, 2 of which you've met before. I think maybe all 3 have been on here the other night. It's been a couple of days and I haven't slept a whole lot, but I'm going to bring them in. First one here is Shizzy Wiznut. What's happening?
What's up? Saturday night's all right for a fight. Is that what we're here for?
Yeah. And our next one, Broken Baker.
Yes.
Everyone loved the accent the other night, and I had a lot of comments on that they enjoyed the guy from Denmark.
Can you hold it? My kid just fell over.
Carl Silverman. And our third guest is Kaiser Pineapple. What's up?
What's up, Kaiser, brother? Good to see you, man.
Oh,
Stay away from the window. Stay away from the window.
Great. Now you tell me.
Yeah, so we got a lot of people in here right now. We've got 345 people. This is amazing. You guys, the What the Hell's crew they are something else. We got somebody here in the UK, Marmite. It's been a replay crew. It's 4 a.m. there in the UK. That is.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
In Denmark. Welcome up to
Cynthia Williams, she was over watching Expert last night. I remember her in chat. It was a hoot, yes, the Friday Night Live.
So, we talk about everything. So you all know what the battery life of a GoPro 12 is? I guess it's a white battery that comes with it. After I took it out and put the new battery in, it says it got hot. I guess you can't charge it while you're live streaming. I say, that's right. And for all your new people that came on to this morning, one said, about what the this channel about. It's about everything. It's about diabetes, heart problems, court cases like what the hells. It's going there in Levy County, Florida, if you all been watching that. And a DUI guy. I love talking about that young man. He let the cat out of the bag, or she did, that they're dating. Good for him. He works awful hard. I'm taking that Larry Foreman's girlfriend's a lawyer too, so that's good. A husband and wife's team, but they're not married yet. So, I think I've seen Larry if he was ever over in Clark County, Indiana, in the courthouse. But like I say, I don't like going down there. You know, they're crooked. You got crooked politicians like Clark County does. You got crooked cops like Clark County has and did have. I talk about Jamie Knoll, the ex-sheriff of Clark County, Indiana. Any updates I get.
Could you attach me to Charlie 86's...
And I talk about that liar Preston in Alders Creek, Florida. You all been reading that on YouTube and stuff like that. She's a con artist. She adopted this girl, which ain't her daughter. Got a medical condition. She's treating like everything it's for, you know, milk it for more money that she can get out of your people. Remember, she's a con artist. And I believe it was last Sunday, what the hell's, had one of the mothers of a child like that girl. She didn't treat him no different. You know, didn't say he was sick, this and that. Say he's a good boy, this and that. You know, treat him like he was human. But liar Preston is abusing her adopted daughter. Why can't the CPS of Florida see this crap? I guess CPS in Florida is corrupt too. You know, children is supposed to be protected from that stuff. If that was here in Indiana, her kid had done been taken away. Her liar person to be in jail, so would Crook. John Crook, or whatever, you know, they would be in jail. And the way she's abusing those turtles. You saw, what was it, Fish and Wildlife and Fish, whatever it is, went there. They wasn't home. He videotaped how those animals was dying, how dirty the water is. And the way it was, you know, no outhouse, no plumbing, no water, and a bucket for a bathroom. He left and came back, and she tried to cover it up, but I think, but don't quote me, I think she got 3 citations, but I'm not sure on it. And you people know, like, if you want to know what's going on in Levy County, there's a website. You can look up court cases. But I don't remember what it is. Oh, I got to type another name in if I figure out where my mouth. Legal Live. I wonder if I got that in my search engine.
Radio Charlie. You confirm a VIN on a single 40 vehicle I just entered.
Let's see, I'm going to switch.
Yeah, this is it. I'm out on it.
Laurel Drive.
Oh. So I'm going to go back over. Man, I hate commercials. I'm going to get a pencil. I'm going to start writing everything down. What did I do with, oh.
From 1533 North Haven Drive.
112.
114, 112, callers advised that their brother is being belligerent and pulled a gun on him. Caller now has possession of that gun and has disarmed it.
That's 2689. It's same level 320. It's level 320. So direct rapid airport. 320 Grand Rapid. 2689.
Hey, that return on a Jones hat of Charleston, power submitted in 510. 0 point expired 2024.
2689. Maintain 2,000. 2689.
Clear.
Told you if I don't write it down, people, I lose it. So I got Legal Live McKinley, I guess is her name.
To traffic 1 o'clock, westbound, Airbus 320.
West, we're trying to determine if it's in a vehicle or on foot and
939, traffic 11, northeastbound, 730, level 330. How's it looking? 112, I'm on North Haven. If you have a close, 607. I can find 9.
Units responding to North Haven information. The female suspect stated that they don't see anyone because he's
What the heck just happened?
112, strong on 3.
You don't click on it and your computer goes bananas.
He's available.
Everyone 12 radio.
Contact the
Just information, the male subject that supposedly left has potential protection orders listed armed and dangerous.
I want to show you, this. Look, that's Judge Thomas. That's kind of quack. They got running a courtroom in Lever County. That's Judge Dredd, or D. Thomas. He's a dummy. He violated a lot of Jamie what the hell's Constitution rights. Should he be barred from the bench? I think he should be kicked off of the bench. A judge not supposed to act, Look at that. That's what that Judge Thomas looks like. Like he's a dictator, making his own rules up. That is wrong, people. Judges not supposed to be biased. This Judge Thomas is biased. He had a YouTube channel, and probably, you can look it up, 30 or 40 subscribers. I think he's jealous of what the hell Jamie, because he got over 500,000 subscribers. When you're an a-hole like you are, no wonder you ain't gonna get that many. So, that's only my opinion. Well, I guess you probably heard this 6 months ago. I slept since then. Cops rescue a kidnapped woman chained to the floor in the Kentucky home. I remember something about that, but people, when you get my age, you kind of forget things. So, I want to know, people, how does liar Preston get by without reporting all that income? She's drawing disability. And people sending her money, like $7,000. I know Indiana, any money you receive, you have to report it. Even on Social Security and food stamps. Why ain't the state of Florida and Social Security going after her for failure to report income? Which federal law says you have to report that. Food stamps and Social Security. You all know more about it than I do. I just know what Indiana is. You have to report your income. I have to, when I get a raise on my Social Security, I have to report it to the USDA every year. That's the law. But how does my neck get by with it? Failure to report, fail to report her extra income. I know she sold her house wherever she moved from. That'd be nice. We could see the house where she came from, compare her house then to what it is now. No, she's a con artist. I hear a train go by. So, that's what I want to know. If anybody out there, I haven't seen it on any YouTube channel, is if you knew where Liar Preston came from and knew the house that she lived, I'd like to see what the property looked like. Because where she is right now, if it was in the city of Charlestown, Indiana, she would have over $20,000 in fine and couldn't live like it. That's illegal in the state of Indiana. What I have looked up on the internet, what Jeremy Hay, what the hell has said. He's telling the truth. That's illegal, the way they're living. You know, why is CPS not taking that child away? Liar Preston came from, I don't know what state she came from. Had better doctors, this and that. Now, where she lives in Otters Creek, she's over 2 hours away from the hospital and doctor. Isn't that child endangerment? I think it would be. But I'm not a lawyer. So, that's only my opinion. So,
Would you like to invite yourself and find your floor back at Refraction Lake?
CLO 39320.
that's something to think about. Isn't that child abuse, neglect of a child 4 years old, still in diapers? You know, she's, the evidence I've seen, she's a drug addict. And she posted on some of her sites that she was a drug addict. So, why is Florida letting this happen? I think they need to be investigated by somebody. That is child neglect, child abuse. I know Florida is different from Indiana and Kentucky. Kentucky is a commonwealth, not a state. So why is Florida letting it happen? Here's the fun thing about it, people. They call you before you come. That way you can clean everything up. That, I think, is dumb. You go unannounced. Then you can go and see everything. They got videos from the game warden, or Fish and Wildlife, whatever you call it. They got videos of that, walking in the yard, I think barefoot. I've seen it, but I slept since then. Nails. It shows that bucket to use the bathroom in. Where are they dumping all that, people? Think of it. I know Florida got a health department. I know Levy County got a health department. But the way I understand, Levy County is on the take, violating everybody's civil rights. I want you to ask yourself, if you've been watching the Hells and DUI guy, Megan Fox, all these other channels, Why haven't they taken the gun away from Liar Preston's old man or ex-husband or whatever? They made him get a divorce because she was going to lose money. He has a gun. You seen videos where he was shooting it. Hey, don't have a Jeep like George got. You drive by there, you're going to get shot. Because they was in Ohio and somebody drove by in a Jeep like it. He shot at him. Or John Crook shot at him. You know, I don't like that crap. If somebody's going to shoot me, I'm going to, you know, to me, that's self-defense. You know, Jeremy can't have no guns because of the temporary restraining order. Her and Crook got a permanent order against him. Why has not Florida stepped in and take that gun away from John Crook and them? With that child there, too. You got a protected order. I know, like in Indiana, you can't have a gun, period. Well, you under that protective order. I think that's like that in all 50 states. But, you know, I don't understand how come they have not took the gun away from John Crook. I know that's not his name, but, you know, you need to watch those videos of what the hell's and see how they took their liberties away, Constitution things away from them. I believe, I'm sure he did, that Larry Foreman, the DUI guy, covered how many Constitution that the judge took away from him. You got the right to a speedy trial. He's not getting that. You got the right to confront your accuser. He hasn't even got to put his 2 cents in. First Amendment, Second Amendment, and right to access his own property. He can't get to his property. You know, if you haven't been watching, you know anything about Levy County where this is all going around, you got a shortcut. It takes you right into what the hell's property. But if you go the other way around, they had all kinds of bad wrecks. It's a bad intersection. You know, I know the judge you can't sue a judge, but I think you can sue the lawyer and Liar Preston. You know, Florida will not enforce that restraining order from Ohio. You know, it's federal law says they have to take that. Why ain't the feds jump on that Florida Attorney General? First he said no, and told the Sheriff's Department no. Then, I guess, we the people finally, it's getting to him. He told them to enforce it. But still the sheriff in Levy County will not touch at all. He takes all the information, give George and them the case number, and they file a contempt charge in Ohio. Remember, George and Jeremy just what they call snowbirds. There's a whole lot of people that goes to Florida during the winter. Would I go? I've been to St. Augustine. I went to school down there for a special class. I guess the little town is called Green Cove, something like that. I think St. Augustine got the Florida. I was there when I was a kid. My roommate and me drove his Volkswagen. It was a diesel Volkswagen. When we took trips, we took his Volkswagen, gave him a couple of dollars. Can't tell you the school we went to because it's, I guess, national security, you could say. It's a training process, but that's all I can say. No. No. You know, this time of year is the wrong time to paint the house. You know, if it was hot outside, this paint would stick a little bit better. I'm going to show you what no, that's the wrong button. See, it's black. And here's the door I was talking about. My humidifier. See, I've left that. I've done I've done this wall. I got to take that curtain rod down and paint up there. I'll probably do that tonight. Ray Bone Crusher. Let's see. See, that's what it is right there. She has 980 subscribers. Let's get her over 1,000 subscribers. You know, all it takes is about 20. I know there's 20 people over there can get her up and up. I'm gonna look at this Raging Chicken Media. So I can't, like I say, I'll be viewing all of this later. I'm gonna show you what Raging Chicken Media. Let's see what, you know, we're just going through and see what he does. So I think it's pretty good, people. I watch it, you know. I ain't got that many subscribers. Hit the subscribe bell. Hit the thumbs up. I love you all. Thank you all that's sitting in the background. It's 12:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Clark County, Indiana. So, you know, let's see how many subscribers I got, people. Oh my gosh. Thank you. It went up 1 subscriber. Thank you. God bless you all. I need about 900 more subscribers before I get to 1,000. About 894, something like that I need. So, I'll show you another video. Is this one right here. That's Tiffany, and I forget what his name is. And that was done on February the 3rd. Now, if you ever watch for public safety, this Tiffany here, that's Chris's girlfriend who lives in Harrison County, Indiana, which is Corden area. You need to watch his channel.
Go ahead.
When y'all associated the call, what was it?
See, you can donate to my post office box. And see, I'm learning to be a country young man. I lived in Charlestown over 65 years due to Boss Hog. If you if you remember Duke of Hazzard, you know who's there. Here's see 3. I got an extra slash bar. I changed it. Now I know, it's WTSC News. The W just, but TSC is my initial. The news, that means I'm a news media person too when I'm out driving around. Oh.
I did 1249, 10 degrees to last. At 1249.
That's what it is, people.
Through Kentucky.
Center 125.
X-ray.
So you need to watch some of those YouTube channels I've talked about. You know, YouTube's funny. You read the rules, this and that, and everything's okay. They don't violate your First Amendment until a week or so ago on for public safety. You have to go and watch for public safety. Chris is doing a story on Meade County, Kentucky. Those corrupt officials in Kentucky contacted YouTube and took down some of his videos. And he uploaded, I think, 3 videos last week, maybe 4, condition, I guess, yellow, caution. And some of the videos that they uploaded was live streamed. Was live streaming when Tiffany and all got beat up by the police officer and all that. If you don't know, Kentucky, like Indiana, the sheriff controls the jail in Indiana. But in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, you vote for the person who's in charge of the jail. Is that right? To me, no. I think that Kentucky needs to change that and make the sheriff responsible for it. To me, they both getting paid to do the same job in my book. So that's something you need to look at public safety. People's violating his rights, First Amendment, due process, this and that. He got a good lawyer for handling that case. you know, certain people set up a GoFund to pay for the lawyer. He got a good lawyer in Kentucky. He probably needs a lawyer for the Constitution in part of it, deals in Constitution law. You know, that's just my opinion. As I tell people, I'm not a lawyer. I don't have any degrees except being old. Gas last Friday or Saturday up in Scottsburg went up 52 cents a gallon. That to me is illegal. How come the Indiana Attorney General get those oil companies for price gouging? You people in any state, your Attorney General has the right to file a complaint for price gouging. That is price gouging. The only other state I know that done that is Kentucky. Well, Kentucky's not a state, excuse me. Commonwealth. And, well, he's the governor there. He filed I don't know how many things against the oil company. So why can't all 50 states, listen people, I said all 50 states Attorney General charge them with price gouging? That's the law, I believe, in all 50 states. Look, hey, I'll tell you something. Back in the 70s, people, when I married this lady from New Albany, Indiana, you can go to take $50 and go to the grocery store. Okay, you all ain't gonna believe it. You all ain't gonna believe it. You took $50 back in, say, 73, 74 time frame. You needed a pickup truck to take your groceries home. You know, that's weird. Gas was 15 to 20 cents a gallon when I started driving. Maybe 13 cents a gallon. And when I used to drink, you know, I got $5 a week allowance. And I had a 63 Chevy Impala. I took that $5, filled my car up with gas. Then I got on the highway, went across the 2nd Street Bridge. That's where you saw that 18-wheeler hanging over the side of it. I think it was Friday. Friday. And that's a 2-lane bridge, and they made it into a 4-lane bridge. I get back to it. I would go on the Kentucky side and go around the block and come out at the beer depot, get me a case of beer. A case of beer back there then was probably $1.50, probably a case of beer back there then. Then I get back on the 2nd Street Bridge, come across and take the ramp for Eastern Boulevard in Clarksville, stop at McDonald's. Got me a Whopper, now that's Burger King. Got me a Big Mac and a large drink. Everything all on $5. You can't do it today. I'm glad I've been sober over 5 years, people. of alcohol and drugs. I started young. I know I got to go in there. Well, my mirror came undone. I try to glue it better, but I guess I'm going to have to look for some staples where I can staple it together or something like that. Or get me an L bracket with those real thin screws where I won't, maybe I can do that. I guess you can find that at the dollar store, can't you? See, I haven't painted the trim. I just paint the bottom part of the window below. I still have to get farther. But that wore me out yesterday. That's probably why I wasn't on it. 'Cause I laid down because I can't be on my feet that long. But I do get up, walk around, stuff like that. And ladies, I know you heard it before. I know some of you getting abused by your mate.
31, that expiration showing 23 expired.
You're afraid to leave. If you ain't got your mate with you, when you go out, tell some people. This person in Scott County, Indiana, she's getting abused by her mate. I say, I'm guessing maybe 2 kids, maybe. She don't even talk to anyone on the telephone. So you people that live in Scott County, if you see it, hear it, report it. If you're in a store somewhere, dollar store, JC store, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, any place like that, if you got a cell phone, videotape it. Don't let them catch you. You see it, you report it to your local police department. Ladies, I know you're afraid to report it. I've seen ladies on the national news where they arrest her for murder her abused spouse because she didn't report it. There's some way you can report it. And also, your spouse might put a tracking thing on your cell phone or something. That happens sometimes. So please, people, if you seen abuse going on, you see it, report it. Also, record it. So please do that, because God wants you to do that. I don't know the lady's name. I know what she looks like, but I ain't going to give out a description what she looks like or the vehicle she's driving, because her life is in jeopardy. I put it out there, I like for the sheriff of Scott County, Indiana, which is Jerry Gooden. That's the only one I trust since Lieutenant John Hartman left the Sheriff's Department. He's a good guy. He's a paramedic or EMT, one of the two. And plus he's a fireman. He worked to catch those drug dealers. I saw him one day when I was turning into my road, and I walked down there and I walked over. I said, hello, Lieutenant John Hartman, how you doing? And he said, Tom, how you doing? You know, I said, I'm getting my exercise, this and that, and mentioned something. He said, yeah, I told him that the doctor told, you know, but those other deputies is no longer on the sheriff's department. They was a bad apple. I asked John, I said, you doing the Signal 60? He said, yep. And, you know, that was a few days later, they raided the place. But the ladies that was there left, and so did the ladies' German Shepherds, which they were pretty nice dog. I guess them ladies turned her in because she was afraid. And I don't know what came out of it in court, but I threw the papers away. This happened last year. I said probably back in the summertime. But people, don't come to Scott County, Indiana and sell your drugs. You're going to get busted. And ladies of the night, don't come to Scott County, you will get busted. The prosecutor and the judge is hanging you all. You know, probation, stuff like that, nope. You're going to prison for a long time. You heard me mention what the county council of Scott County is doing. They took $1.5 million from the budget. And he even asked for a pay raise for his deputies. You got some good deputies in Scott County now. They making you all feel safe. So, plus, he asked at a council meeting, I think it was last week or week before, money for a pay raise for the deputies. And I know there's police officers on here, or you know police officers. You know how many driving miles they put on the car. You know how many idle miles they put on the car. You know, like Scott County. If they buy 2 police cars every year, you keep the maintenance down. Who pays for the maintenance work on those police cars? We the people. I'm talking about anywhere in the United States. We the people pay for the maintenance of those police cars. If you buy 1, 2 or 3 new ones a year, it depends how big you are. Like if Scott County, Indiana, if they buy 2 a year, keep the best one for a reserve car or 2 of them, they'll last a long time. You know, they put a whole lot of miles on it. Clark County is bigger than Scott County. If you people get a map of Indiana that shows you the counties, you should see how small Scott County is. Yeah. They, you know, by cutting this budget, that means they got to take deputies out of schools. That's protecting you all's children. Or any place in the United States. Think about this, people. It could happen to you. And that means they would go out on the road and leave the school unprotected. You said, well, since they live, the school's in Scott County, you got a school that's in Austin, and you got a school in Scott County. It's not in the city. Can Scott's Scottsburg City Police and Austin Police do that? Yes and no. Okay. All the schools they got in Scottsburg. That means you're going to have to take... Oh, I forgot Lexington, Indiana. That's in Scott County. And they got... And that means if Scottsburg was to do that, people, or any other police department in the United States, that means they're going to take road officers off the road and put them in school. What does this mean, people? That means you're going to have to hire more police officers. Well, if they been to the police academy, it'll save you some money. But if they haven't been to the police academy, it's going to cost your taxpayers some money. So how can Scott County save you all taxpayers money? They can't. It's costing you more money. So you need to get on Scott County Council. The president, I forget what her name is, but right now she and her husband is under investigation by the state of Indiana. Because her husband used to work for Jamie Knoll, the ex-sheriff of Clark County. He had those big storage sheds, you know what I'm talking about, that you're going to have on back a semi-trailer. You've seen that. And he dealt with getting government supplies like those Bearcats and other stuff like that. If you don't believe me, go to YouTube, type in Jamie Knoll, and they have all the news stations that'll bring it up. As of last week, ex-sheriff Jamie Knoll had 25 charges. His wife has 10 charges. Tax evasion and something else. Now, the state of Indiana looking to his daughter. She stole $100,000 from the Utica Fire Department. Had a credit card, took a vacation, had her hair done, bought clothes, fingernails, a bunch of other. I said, you have to go to YouTube, type in Jamie Knoll, and watch the news media. So that's something to do. And people, I would love to get 1,000 subscribers. That way you can leave a super chat or anything through YouTube, but I don't have 1,000 subscribers. I wish there's some VIP that when he or she goes live, if I'm live, have all them people go over and hashtag buckle up. I'll probably be so excited. I would have to stay calm. I'm going to have to go into the bathroom and take my metformin because I checked my sugar and, you know, I got the free stout Libra 2 deal. It's in the yellow. It's in the caution. I stuck my finger to, you know, to verify. It's higher when it's higher when it has been, you know, so they're pretty close. But I don't have to stick my finger except when I get, if the alarm goes off and it's very low, then I stick my finger and that shows I'm a little bit better. But it keeps me in a safe range. I want to give Pepsi a shout out. I'm not getting paid. Pepsi knows that I'm giving them free advertisement. I was somewhere Friday. Ran into a Pepsi VIP guy. I complained about there's no Pepsi Zeros in the coolers at certain locations, even Walmart, you know. I said, how can you make money if your driver's not putting the racks up? Maybe you got more regular Pepsis than you do Pepsi Zero. You know, I told him my YouTube channel. All this, you know, I said, I sponsor you all because I'm a diabetic. Now, I'm letting people out there know about the sugar-free soft drinks. So,
Indian driver's license 7760042918, repeating 7760042918.
Maria Rogers, Clarksville, driver's is now in 0 point. Starts 2026, signal ID attached.
Speak with an officer about property. You can send him to my 525 number. 360. 330. That's where it's right. Train bridge. Shelly for 4579. He just handed me a new ID that does have his last name as Akers and King Edward Robert stamp.
So I'm going to make, it's doing pretty good now.
Are you showing that morning?
So, you know, people, I know you all heard me say this many a times. I would love to live stream on my computer. I know we got computer smarts people. About 96% of you told me what kind of computer I need. The other 4%, you know, I could use my HP computer, which cost me $300 when it was new. But 96% of you says I need a gaming computer. I use Prism Live Studio to broadcast. And this is part of Prism Live Studio on my cell phone. I've done a video on the computer. The 96% people recommend that one on that video. It's LON something, but like I said, look at that video. I need that. And since there's probably new people on here, I'm retired, can't work no more. I've been on disability for over 25 years or more. Let's see, about 30 years, somewhere in that time frame. Because I couldn't work no more because I had medical problems and I couldn't work. And when I went in front of the federal judge in Louisville, they had my medical records. They had my drugs I was taking. That judge asked this person from rehab or whatever he's classified as is, can he work with the medicine he's taken? And that person said, Your Honor, with the medicine he takes, he is classified as high risk. Nobody will not hurt him. I was taking like Prozac and stuff like that, blood pressure medicine. I don't think I had taken, classified high risk. He said no. I had 6 years coming to me. Let me back up. I told her, Your Honor, I said, I know you can put me in jail when I tell you this, but I'm going to be honest with you. Oh. So, that's what I did. I told him, said, Your Honor, I grow 3 marijuana plants. I said, I know you can put me in jail because it's illegal. I don't sell it. I don't give it away. I use it for medical purposes. That judge could have threw me in jail. But, I was being honest with him. Well, I had 6 years covering back pay. My lawyer called me. He said, Tom, you're going to get your Social Security. But the judge says only 2 years. You can turn it down. Maybe you can get your 6 years. Or he can turn you down and not get nothing. He said, my best advice, take it and run. I took it. I did get screwed. I got screwed over out of $50,000 back there then. So, I'm just letting y'all know. Don't you dare get on my computer, Nancy. So, I got to get up. I can show you. It's not quite warm enough for me to do what work I have to do because I got to put those cables through my wall. And I got like I guess you call it the Cobra's 8 cameras that you get from not Home Depot, Harbor Freight. I need to get me a couple more cameras and stuff like that. Whoa, I'm dizzy. So, there's Alexi, Kathy, Wildcat, Lexi, and Alex's baby. This is Margaret's grandbaby. But if Lexi gets close, let me see which one you are. So this one, this is Alex. That's Alexis' mama. And you see right there, there's Socks, there's Margaret, there's Blackie. Blackie is Wildcat's baby. If Alexis get close to Alex, she throws a tizzy fit. But when Grandma gets close to her, Margaret takes care of her like her babies. So, come on, move, baby. Come on, I got the laptop sitting on my lap. So, like I said, anybody that's on here, if you got any ideas, leave it in the comments what you want me to talk about. Remember, everything has to be PG. You know, you got to keep it PG because there's kids sitting with their parents watching videos, no matter whose YouTube channel it is. I was told that by a subscriber. Not mention their names. I want to give a shout out to my bank, the German American Bank. They're good people. But every time I go in, at least once a month, they heard that for over a year. Why can't you put a German American Bank in Scottsburg? You got a whole lot of people that got German American cards. I don't know if it's in any other states. I know it's in Indiana. I don't know about Kentucky or California. So why can't they do that? I was in the bank one day, but it was in February. One of the big bosses and Andrew and this other guy, you know, was talking. So, you know, maybe one day they will. You know, maybe one day they will, but it's close for me to go to Scottsburg than it is Salisbury. Remember, people, Salisbury at the 9-mile marker. I'm between the 16, 19, you know, the time you turn on a country road, it adds a few more miles to it. So, I want to thank your people. 6 of you been on here. God bless you. I'm up over 100 subscribers now. So thank you all very much. And I showed you the tripod that somebody gave me, a brand new one, where I could put my cell phone in it when I up on a wreck or a house fire. for the first time at a car wreck. I've been I bet I've probably been over 1,000 car wrecks, house fire. I've seen people die, seen them get the black bag, put them in, or shovel them in if they burnt that bad. I've seen it. I know your people would get sick if I show anything like that. And also, let's get back to Pepsi. Okay, you all know they got another zero free sugar came out, I guess, last week. And Mug, M-U-G, is made by Pepsi. It was just released last week. I haven't seen any of it. I might buy me a 12-pack Mug Zero Sugar, since I do like root beer. And I told that VIP that was at this store, he was a VIP, a big shot at Pepsi. I told him the problems I was having with Pepsi Zero in all these stores. They're not leaving enough. Or I said, you got more racks for regular Pepsis and you do zero Pepsi. They usually have 2 rows of zero sugar. They need to update that when they're up there by the counter. Even the JC store, they can't keep them full. So, but when next time I go to the grocery store or dollar store, family dollar store, I'm going to look for that Mug, M-U-G root beer, zero sugar. And buy me a 12-pack. That'd be nice if I could just buy a 20-ounce bottle. But I like root beer. So, let you know, Pepsi Mug root beer. It's now got zero sugar. So if you like root beer, people, you can think about Mug, M-U-G root beer by Pepsi. And give it a try. This is free advertisement. But I did give that VIP guy that I saw in the store that I told him, I've talked about you on my YouTube. He said I told him the name of it, and he's writing it down, I guess, to the big wells at the local Pepsi place, wherever the heck it is. I know it used to be over in Clarksville there on 31, back when I was a teenager. So, if it tells you anything. So, here's for you all people. You are the best of the best people out there. I know you like to donate through YouTube. Right now, you can't do it because they consider me as a part-time person. And if you want to donate, cashier check, money order, gift cards, always put that, when you put a letter and tell me what it's for, if it's for my cats or me or something, tell me how much it is. That way, when I go through a line, I won't act so stupid. So, if you can recommend maybe the cat food that you like. You know, we got Walmart, got Orchland, went PetSmart, or PetSmart and Pet Supply. I always got them two confused. We got them. I try to buy the biggest bag you can find, like 40 pounds or bigger. I used to get the cat food at Tractor Supply. Now for a 44-pound bag, it's over $30 a bag. I usually bought two big bags of that. Then I get a bag of Meow Mix and mix it in there with the other cat food. You know, you just can't switch cat food from one brand to the other. Meow Mix, well, you know, they eat that too quick. But this other brand I get, I can put it in there and it'll last them all day and all night. Same as the cats in the bedroom. But when I mix that Meow Mix in with it, I mean, I mix it up good. You know, they pick out the little pieces of Meow Mix. So, you know, I can't get where I'm at today without you people. As you all know, if I get an email showing you to subscribe, I click on it and I subscribe to your channel. Because that's what God wants me to do, people. So, I'm trying my best to make you all happy. Leave comments what you want me to talk about. Anything, as long as it's PG. If certain cases that you want to review. You know, I'm sitting on my bed. If I had a desk to set up where I can sit there, set my computer on and a camera where I can research those cases, you know. I know Indiana, I know where you go. I'm trying to look up the Florida cases, at least in Lever County. You know, I'm not smart like the DUI guy or What the Hells or Megan Fox. You know, I don't know how to do none of that stuff. Just like I've seen like DUI guy. Like the other night, this lady, I done forgot her name. Only way I can remember, I got to write the names down. She got this cute little white doggy. You probably know if you want, you know, he said, Larry Foreman said, I'm going to switch you over to so-and-so web, you know, YouTube page. Just put the hashtag and buckle up. Man, when that happened, Lord of mercy, she went crazy. She couldn't believe it. Because he had over 5,000 people on his YouTube. He always got between 5,000 to 10,000 people. You know, should I go live when Larry, I almost messed up. I almost said Larry the Cable Guy. DUI guy, Larry Foreman. Should I go live where I can show you some of his stuff that he talks about, the cases of what the hells, you know, I might do that. You know, is it copyrighted? You know, I don't know how they do all this stuff. I'm learning. I don't know how they go to to the other YouTuber who's live. I ain't figure that out. Right now, I got my YouTube https:// 2/studio youtube.com live streaming studio app. I just been trying to figure that out, people. I guess I had to verify something, then I got it. So I know I got over 250 hours of watch videos. I thought I had 500, but I guess it varies week to week, so I don't know how many watch hours, 'cause I'm not smart enough to figure this out, people. Like I say, I'm 70 plus years old. I had probably about 59 viewers, so that's the way I'm taking it.
Is that for Baker West?
Negative.
So, this is Sunday. I hope you had a good day. And the things you see pop up, subscribe and thumbs up. This is through Prison Live Studio on my cell phone. So, I'm kind of letting y'all know. You are the best people. And I'm telling you to donate if you want to. I know you'd rather do it on YouTube, but until I get 1,000 subscribers, people, that's not going to happen. I know you all like to send super stickers, whatever they are. I'm just beginning to learn about those. You can donate to my post office box. Tom Cartwright 4375 at post office box number 1, Charlestown, Indiana, 47111. And if you know how to do the Cash App, I'm just going to tell you the easy part, but my P brain up here can't really say it. It's the $, Tom Cartwright 4375. You know what you have to do the Cash App. I know it's HTTP // Cash App. I can't remember this stuff. I'm 70 plus years old, people. They need to invent books for idiots on stuff like this. Somebody said, "Why don't you try PayPal or EasyPal?" I'm trying to figure all this stuff out. And I told you, I got Prison Live Studio on my phone. Because I'm live streaming to YouTube and Twitch. Facebook, I would never go. Because they violate the First Amendment rights. They don't even give you due process. They won't tell you what thing you share or what comment. They violate due process of law. So far what I've seen from YouTube, they're pretty nice. I gotta give them credit. Also, they're very nice for what I've read when I first started. You know, I did upload videos back years and years ago to YouTube. But I never thought, you know, doing stuff like this on YouTube. You know, that's what I think about. You know, by using this Prison Live Studio, I like to put Instagram and TikTok. I tried Instagram. You know, I think there's 5 things you got to type in. Or hey, I wrote it down on paper, and people, I'm not smart enough to do that. You know, I'm not computer smart. You know, talk about the URL or UHR. Or, you know what I'm talking about. I've written all the 5 steps done. And me scratching my head trying to figure out what I put here, what put there. I can't remember all this stuff. That's how come I wrote it down. I need somebody to show me how to do it. You know, step by step. Probably in person would be better. You know, like YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, you can click on them to add them. But to Instagram and that, you got to go to the, what is it, REMA or something. You all know what I'm talking about, because I sure don't. I'm being honest. So I want to thank you. Hope you had a great weekend. You know, what will I talk about tonight? People, leave stuff in the comments. And I'll look at it. If you from that bikini state, Florida, send me the link, what it is, for that lookup on court records there at Levy County. You know, I would love to show them to you all, but I know you've seen it at other sites, but that way I can give my opinion. Like I say, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a lawyer, paralegal, don't have any degrees in any kind of field. You know, this, you know, about my opinion, how I think it is. I know a little bit about the law because I used to help a lawyer out, research cases. I used to have all the websites. You know, this been years ago before I had all these heart attacks and, you know, didn't, you know, some mind work. I got also people, what they call early Alzheimer's, or fancy name for it, inherit Alzheimer's. I didn't know you can inherit Alzheimer's. You know, that's news to me. I do forget things. And you see these blue jean pants here? They're 36s. In the past year, I went from 44 around the waist down to 36. I weigh 250 some odd pounds. I think I'm down to 175, I guess. 175.2. I don't know. I slept since then, people. You got the 2 ways to donate. And I sure could use that computer. You know, that way I can fix me. This bedroom ain't big enough for a desk, and and all that. Probably, if I had a desk against the wall where my humidifier is, maybe I could put a desk with a studio mic and all this. That's just a figure of speech. That's something I like to do later on tonight or tomorrow when I feel like it. Check my 2 lotto tickets, the Powerball and the Mega Million, see if I won anything. But I leave it up to God. Trust in God. But God got something planned for me, people. So I want to thank you all for joining me. I got 6 people watching. That's okay. You don't have to make a comment. You all know what I need. I know I've been sitting up too long, people. The left side of my back's hurting. That's what, your kidneys or muscle? So, I want to thank you all very much. I don't know if I can see how many, like I say, I haven't created highlight video. Add another stream marker, share, open menu, pop out dashboard, send feedback. So, I'm not going to do that. So, I want to say goodbye to y'all, sweet people, loving people. So, goodbye. I might be on here at 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. I'm not sure. I love you all. Good evening. Have a great week this week. God is watching over you. So thank you for joining.